Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
That's what I tell them. I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. Hot or cold, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker, and I'm coming to you with a Hangout and Highlight session today. Really excited about this because I'm getting the opportunity to highlight some good friends of mine. Really excited for what they have going on. So we have Tami, Matheny, and Lindsey Hall. Great ladies doing some great things, and can't wait to share what they have for you. So first, thank you, ladies, so much for taking the time to hang out with me and highlight you.
Well, thanks for having us. Yeah,
of course.
We appreciate you.
Yeah. Yes. Well, let's dive into it. Tami, if you don't mind, I'll just let both of you tell us, about your backgrounds. And Tami, if you don't mind, you can go first.
Okay. I started out as men and women's tennis coach at a D2, then moved to D1. That's way long time ago, and decided I need an exit strategy like a lot of coaches do, and kind of led me into the mental game and becoming a mental game coach where, I tell people I have the best job in America. I get to work with athletes, teams, coaches on helping them with the mental skills. We work so hard physically. And that has led to me becoming an author, which is a whole nother podcast in and of itself, the story of how I got to become an author, since writing was not my strongest strengths or forte. And now just enjoy writing, making a difference, and working with athletes and teams as a mental game coach.
That's awesome, Tami. Lindsey, how about yourself? Tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, so I actually went to college for a bit and was like, this isn't for me. And so I ended up becoming the general manager of Planet Fitness. And I did that for a few years, and I love the management side of it. I love connecting with people and leading people and just kind of creating a new culture. And then after that, I was like, this is still it was close, but it wasn't exactly what I wanted to do. And I ended up moving down to Florida, and one thing led to another. And I was like, I'm going to pursue my writing and speaking career. That's something I'm passionate about, something I always wanted to do. Wasn't really sure how to do that. So I reached out to my favorite author, which would be John Gordon. And so I reached out to him, you guys know. And it led to so many, as you guys know, great connections. And it first was Amy P. Kelly, and then kind of leading me to meet Tami, and then working for Tami, then ended up working for John, and then co-authoring a book with Tami, and now trying to write some books of my own. So,
man, that is good stuff. And yeah, I'll go on air and saying I think he's a lot of our favorite authors.
Yes.
Besides you, Chip, you might be my favorite too.
Oh, shucks. That's awesome. Hey, we're right back at you, Tami. Okay. This is good.
This is good.
Well, let's talk about how you guys connected. I know Lindsey talked a little bit, through the John Gordon team experience, but talk to us about, how you guys connected and, led you to writing the book together.
Well, the book, I'll start with kind of the foundation for the book, because it had been something that had been on my heart, on my mind, probably since the very first year that I was a mental game coach. But again, I had that hang up that I couldn't write. And I worked with two softball coaches that they were like, we need to write a book together with all these stories, because I love stories. I love to tell a story to help get a message across. And so, sure, that sounded great. But again, I didn't write. So I kind of put it on the back burner. And again, when I'm in front of a group, I'm telling a story with the team or an individual. And so I have a collection of stories on my computer. Then after This Is Good was released, I have a handful of stories in my book, This Is Good. And I started getting all this feedback of, we love your stories, we want more of them. So I wanted Challenger Deep, this book that Lindsey and I have together to come out right after This Is Good to help us deal with adversity. Since This Is Good is a journey on overcoming adversity, I thought, well, a collection of stories and lessons would be a great fit. But then, you know how, you know, our day-to-day lives kind of jump in the way, and we need others. You know, John Gordon's is, you know, he's big for saying we have to have others for success. And, you know, Lindsey ended up in my life, and she's what helped push this through. It was kind of like I found myself, she didn't know it, but I was answering to her. And she helped me keep my deadlines and pushing things forward. And it would probably still be sitting on the computer if it hadn't been for Lindsey coming into my life. So we all need others. And that's what we hope to, a message we hope to get in through the book as well. Because we've all had adversity, but we all need others to help us through it.
So good. That's good stuff. This is good. So, you know, I guess some highlights from the book, you know, if you can each take an opportunity to kind of share, you know, maybe one thing that you really enjoy from the book that you think that people will get benefit from.
Lindsey, go ahead.
Yeah, for me, which is one of the things is one of my favorite is when Tami, so like first Tami lays the story out for you. And then I love when Tami, she kind of takes the spin and summarizes it herself of like, you know, how she sees it, because we all interpret stories differently. I think that's why they're so impactful, because it's not just one lesson. You have like 20 different lessons in one story. So that's my personal favorite part, is when Tami kind of goes through and gives you that summary, because it kind of gives you a different way to look at it than maybe what you didn't see when you were reading it.
Love that. That's good. Tami?
What I like about it is after I summarize it, then I have some questions, and Lindsey helped me with these questions, and then a moving forward section. Like, how do we take this story and move it forward and apply it? And I think that's one of the biggest things I got hung up on as an athlete. I would read books or hear these great messages. Okay, how do I apply it now? And, you know, I've heard people say that the positive thing about a lot of several of my other books is that, hey, you give, you know, steps that we can take to apply it. And so that's why I wanted to make sure that we had action items or exercises or go read this now to help you move it forward. And again, to tie in what I last said, we always end with share this story with someone that it resonates with right now. Because again, we want to keep that theme of we all are here to help each other. If you've risen above rock bottom, now it's your turn to help pull someone else out. And Chip, this probably my favorite thing though, was we had these stories put together and we had a couple people review it, and someone said, you need an introductory story. And Lindsey like created one from fresh and like, boom. And it's called Challenger Deep. Obviously that's the name of the title. And I'm going to let Lindsey share the name of the title because she came up with it for us. But just seeing her creative side coming up with this fable that tied right into the story. And it's a great introduction. But the whole message is someone had been at rock bottom and they were able to help someone else because they had been there and they knew how to get, you know, out of it by themselves. Well, with the help of others. And so once we rise to the top, now it's our turn to help someone else.
Yes.
But I want Lindsey to share her introduction or the title of the story of our book as well.
Well, yeah. So Challenger Deep kind of it's basically the lowest part of the ocean, right? And so when Tami was sharing with me all these stories and we were just trying to figure out a title, I was like, like you're at your during adversity, you're at your lowest point. So I'm like, I wonder what the lowest point on Earth is called or whatever. And so the ocean popped up and it was Challenger Deep. And so for me, it really resonated. I was like, this has got to be something. Like, I feel like Tami will really like this, because Tami, I don't know if she knows this or if I ever shared it with her, but I was kind of just going through a lot of turmoil. I was doing a lot of things, not sure where anything was going. And this one night I was like, I don't know. I'm just gonna have to give it all to God. I'm just gonna have to trust him. And the next day I get a text from Tami saying, hey, Lindsey, do you have time to talk? And it was our first time me and Tami really even got to like talk to each other. And then that's when this awesome like relationship and partnership began. And Tami really brought me out of my Challenger Deep moment that I honestly didn't even know I was in. So that is just something that, like, when I hear the title, I just think of that moment every single time.
That's a good story, you know, and I'll share this, you know, down south, and where I'm from, when a person is good, they say, man, she's good people. Tami, she's good people.
She is good people.
Yeah, Tami is.
Well, good people knows good people. So,
there you go.
And I surround myself, and you two are two of them.
Yeah, so we can help each other get out of Challenger Deep.
Yeah,
exactly.
And that's
exactly.
And that's what it's all about. You know, putting yourself around the right people. You know, living and learning and growing together. And then, like you said, Tami, okay, now you've made it out of that, but what are you going to do to help someone else?
Right.
Yeah, and that's the good part right there.
Definitely.
Yes. Yeah. Well, before we get off, I'd like for you guys to, you know, each talk about where the audience can go follow you and check you out and show you some love, and then purchase the book.
Okay. Website is r2lc.com. Instagram is Refuse to Lose Coaching. Twitter, Tami Matheny, as well as R2L Coaching, and have several Facebook groups. This is Good Facebook group. It originated as a Facebook group for my previous book, but now it's just become a theme of trying to create a This is Good mindset. So we're putting a lot of our Challenger Deep information, our nuggets from Challenger Deep in that Facebook group as well. If you'd like to reach out to me, I love hearing from people and seeing how I can help make a difference. My email is Tami, Tami, at r2lc.com.
Awesome. Lindsey?
And the book's on Amazon.
Yes.
The book is on Amazon.
Book is on it. I've got my author copy, but I don't have any real ones yet. But
me either yet. And then for me, also obviously Tami's website, because I don't have my own website, but Tami's definitely to reach out. And then her Facebook groups that she just said. And then my Twitter is Linz Hall 11, and that's LINZ and then Hall 11. And then my Instagram is Lindsey Nicole Hall 4. So you can reach me on there, and then obviously Tami's website, and then the Facebook groups as well.
There you go. Again, I just want to say thanks, guys, so much for taking the time to hang out with me in this Hangout and Highlight session. I wish you guys the best of luck on your journey with Challenger Deep. And for those of you that are checking out this session, please go support them. I promise you that it's going to give you some great value. Not too many things I can promise, but I can promise you that Challenger Deep will give you some great value. And so you won't be disappointed with going and getting the book and showing some love. So again, thank you, ladies, so much for taking the time, and I wish you continued success.
Thank you, Chip.
Thank you, Chip.
We appreciate you.
All right. And thank you guys for checking out this Hangout and Highlight session. We'll see you next time. God bless. Go get it.